Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Dr. Nia Desnya show. I'm, I'm glad to be here and thank you for even joining me today. Today, I have another interesting topic. And of course, if you're joining me for the first time, this is a platform where I share resources to help SMEs thrive. SMEs is small and medium-sized enterprises. And um, this platform is for informative and educative purposes only. So, um, always advise to please seek help of a professional. And of course, if you don't have a CPA working with you, please feel free to reach out to my office. That is the website, drniadesina.com, and then navigate to my CPA website and then book a consultation. All right. So I have a very interesting topic as always, and this is the importance of using reliable information for business operations. It's very important. And so I'm going to go through a couple of things. Why is it important? Then where you can get reliable information. First of all, if you do not have reliable information, right, you cannot make great decisions, right? If you do not have accurate information, you cannot, walk through your business operations, right? Very good example. If you're going with incorrect rules, incorrect laws, you're going against what you're supposed to do. If the law says this is what you're supposed to do, or the regulations for your industry said this is what you're supposed to do, and you do something opposite from that, right? Because what you looked what you saw was something opposite from what you're required to do. Of course, there's going to be an issue, right? Right. So it's important for you to know that either rules, regulations, laws, anything that pertains to your business, right? It's important for you to know what is necessary so that you will actually act accordingly, right? And a lot of times I've heard people say, oh, yeah, I heard from here, I got it from this website, I got it from, this information here. And I always say that there's so much information out there, but you need to get information from a reliable source. I mean, very important. Okay, the first one I would say, let's talk about websites, right? Um, Most websites that are based on maybe somebody's talking about regulatory, something to do with regulations, I would really go to a website that has org, and of course, not just any org, website, which is no, I mean, not only any. I'm not saying any website that have .com that they're bad, but regulatory, I like to go to org, making sure that that's for maybe things that are related to for example, as a CPA, I would like to go out, actually go to the American Institute of CPA website, or I'll go to the website for my state. I'll go there, the website for my profession in my state. So very important for you to, first of all, if you're looking at websites at all, I'm not saying that might not be your first call, but if you're looking at websites at all, make sure you're going to reliable websites, right? And of course, there are some common websites that are also reliable, but you have to actually know who writes those websites, right? Who writes those stuff in that stuff in the website? Are they qualified? There's some people that are qualified in your area, right? And they are qualified in your area, and they know this is maybe they're renowned in your area. Fine, there's nothing wrong with you going that route, right? There's nothing wrong, but make sure it's not just anybody, because let me tell you, the internet, anybody can post anything. Anybody can post anything on the website. It's very easy to do that. You can post anything. So it's very important, like, for us to realize that and recognize that it's only when it's reliable. Make sure the website is reliable. That's number one. Number two, go for organizational meetings. When you hear about meetings, sometimes we have um, educational meetings, or where you have to go and find, okay, what is the update in this industry? Organizations that do that, find out, of course, most of the time it's an licensed organization that does that. Okay, this industry, what is new? It could be anything in the accounting, medical industry, manufacturing industry. What is new? What is it that you need to know, right? Is it important for you to, key into that too, right? Very important for you to have the knowledge base of what's happening in your industry. So please don't shy away from those meetings. I know we can get so busy, but the beauty of it, sometimes you can even do it online. So very important for you to make sure you key into that, find out what's happening in your industry. Very important. there are some things that happen in general industries. When I mean, like when I say general, it impacts all the industries. When I say general, it impacts all the industries. But there are specifics that might apply to maybe the accounting field, the manufacturing field, automobile field, green energy. Whatever is very important for you to key into your organization and find out. This is beyond the website. This is finding out what is there, what are the updates and things like that is important. Now, another point which I would say tread with caution is, talk to your colleagues. There is nothing wrong with talking to your colleagues, but make sure the colleagues that they know, when I say colleagues, someone in your industry, someone that has the same company or same that is in the same industry as you are. Now, why I'm saying tread with caution, there are some people that might be in your industry, but they are not doing the right thing. So it's not just saying that, oh, this person is in my industry, so I'm going to really link on or connect with that person and then be able to um, get the information from that person. So I said, that's why I'm saying tread with care. I mean, there are people that are great, colleagues that are great, and they will give you the information that you need. Awesome. But sometimes, right, I would say double check, not even check, double check, right? Making sure that that in that case, that organization that you're looking at, that or the person that you're looking at that has that organization or that company is really telling you what what is going on, what the practice in that company, right? In that industry. So you might have, and again, I'm not saying that that colleagues are not good, but I would say that go a step further as I talk to my colleague and say, okay, what's happening here? I mean, just to be double sure, I would say, you know what, find out from the regulatory organization or who regulates you, all right, and find out, right. And then, of course, as I always say, I mean, I know all of us go into small medium-sized businesses because we love what we do, and I always, as much as possible, I'll say, you know what, outsource. I know some people are just, your company might be small, it might be medium sized, and you don't have those resources to have somebody on staff that knows to go out and look at for information and see what applies. So that's why I said I've mentioned this before, but outsource. Outsourcing is cheaper. Outsourcing allows you to get competent people in your industry to come in and say, okay, let me see for a couple of hours a month, what can I do to really help you to make sure that you are focusing on what you do best. What do you do best? Loving your consulting, loving your bakery, loving your manufacturing. Right? I'm talking about bakery now because we're already in the holiday season, so you know what I mean. For those that in that in that field, we have to watch ourselves, right? Because good stuff there. All right. So okay, let's come back to what I'm talking about. But you know what I mean. So you went into the business to bake. You went into the business of baking because you love to bake. You you love to be a chef. Nice cooking, nice food. You like you're into manufacturing. Maybe you're into even design. Whatever you're into, that's what you went. That's what you love to do. And so I always say that outsource when it comes to compliance issues, right, it's important for you to really step back and say, okay, you know what, I know my lane, I love what I do, but in these compliance issues, let somebody else handle it. Someone that will keep up with these changes, someone that will know that, okay, this is what I need to do. This is what this person will tell me, that person has my back, right? Of course, it's not just anybody that you get to to be the professional in your company. So the long and short of this is that it's important for you to have the right accurate information. The big thing is compliance. A business that is not compliant can actually fail, right? Because you don't want regulatory authorities to come to your office and ask you to pay so much in fees, so much in fees and legal fees and all kinds of fees and, interest and penalty and all that stuff, right? And I always say that on this platform that I'm not an attorney, but in my background, I have to go through the internal revenue code. I have my background in business, also puts me in front of these issues that people go through, and then they have to take care of that. All right. So it's very important that you take those necessary steps, right, to make sure that you really are getting the right information, reliable and accurate information. All right. That's the good thing. We want you to continue with your business and to do very, very well. And of course, if you don't have a CPA working with you, please, yours truly is here. So thank you for being here. I know we're preparing for the end of the year. Very excited that we've gotten to this month of December. Very excited, and so I'm hoping that I've been able to share something very important today, very relevant. Of course, as I said, everything I'm saying here is for informative and educative purposes only. Always seek the help of a professional, and of course, as I will finalize and say that, right? That if you want your business to thrive, you have to be intentional. Thanks for being here. See you next time. Bye for now.